Now, on the BRICS summit, we've had this conversation as a collective. So, by the way, the BRICS summit, if it's supposed to take place in South Africa, it should take place here. It should take place here. The reason we're saying that is that the BRICS is an economic alliance, not a geopolitical rivalry arrangement at all. If President Putin and Russia have an issue with Ukraine, that's not the BRICS' fight at all. So that is the first thing to note. The second thing to note, is that in 2002, and in 2002, I believe the ANC had close to a 2/3 majority in parliament. Unprovoked, they chose to adopt the Rome Statute and created a law here that makes the needs of the International Criminal Court law in South Africa. The ANC drafted that legislation, the Department of Justice did. The ANC put that legislation through parliament. An ANC chaired committee approved that legislation. It went to the National Assembly. The ANC majority passed that legislation, right? So the fact that President Putin has been charged criminally by the International Criminal Court, it's not for the ANC to say that the problem is with the court. They drafted the law and made it. They can't pass the buck. And the principle of adhering to South African law is important. They can't turn back to us and say, what are we to do? It's the Americans' fault. No, it's not. We chose as South Africa, this government, and President Cyril Ramaphosa was in the NEC. He's one of the longest serving NEC members that we've got who are still in the NEC, if not the longest. They can't deny it. The BRICS summit should take here. And unfortunately, that presents the government with a dilemma of what to do with President Putin. Here's a choice. The South African government should rather persuade President Putin to be busy elsewhere and host the BRICS summit here. It doesn't need to go anywhere else. They must grow a backbone. It's not a problem that they've got the fortitude of an overcooked noodle for a law they created. It really isn't. This is not complicated.